Hello. Psycho. Dysfunctional D, how are you? Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. I just finished inviting all the people, so invite your friends, invite your enemies. We're here all week. Auntie Antlers, how are you? You got a bit of a trim there. Yes, I do that. Doing good. It's hot as Satan's asshole, though. And humidity from hell. But other than that, yeah. They call it Southern Botox. Takes about 20 years off your face. All the moisture in the air. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Laneda, how you doing? Just getting started here. Don't have the regulars yet. El Duende, how are you? Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans. Don't know what we're going to talk about yet. That's usually driven by the viewers, but I teach witchcraft for a living, and that's probably what brought you here. I don't know why I'd show up on your For You page other than that, so got something you want to talk about in witchcraft-wise, you can ask to come up in a box, or you can put it in the chat. Oh, Sullius is there. There you go.
Hello, blessed be.
Blessed be, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Like, I just kind of want to share something real quick. Since I started working at Santa Marta, I started having some things that I cannot explain. So, I had like severe case of like Lyme disease, and I had no coordination, and like I just like prayed really hard for her so I would start training like I used to again, because I was a national Paralympic team. And I seemed to be able to get close to what I was physically able to do, or at least in a track, when I was making zero progress. I should not be training like I do now and progressing like I do now, because, well, I'm messed up. I guess she's helping me, you know?
Yeah, sounds like it. You should know there is a connection of Lyme disease and MS. Lyme disease may lead to MS. Keep getting checked.
What's MS?
Multiple sclerosis.
Oh shit! How would I test for it?
I talked to your doctor. See if there's like lesions on your brain. You have to do an MRI.
Oh, my MRIs are clean. It's fine. One of the biggest frustrating thing is I had needed to chat GPT after my friend told me, but apparently normal MRIs don't show the damage that people like me experience. We need like special scans, so like it's very hard for me that like I can't even explain people that I messed up and prove it. And like that's the most frustrating part I'd say about this shit, you know? Like only people that believe me is my old friends that been there before like I got messed up. So yeah. Okay, so I'm probably oversharing. but Santa Marta is definitely helping me out.
Hello, Unique. How are you?
So quick question. So is there like any sins that pagans should not commit? Or is it just me, or is it just like Christian mindset when I say sin?
I think you need to rephrase that. I don't understand the question.
Is there anything that pagans should not do that would be like sin, or is it like too Christian of a mindset?
I would say, well, pagan, I would say harming the earth. That would be a
Okay.
kind of a sin, yeah. So even, don't litter, don't pollute. Give a hoot, don't pollute.
I'm not trying to do that anyway. I'm trying my best not to do that myself as well. So then good. Oh, nice. Okay, another thing is, I'm still not sure should I do it. And again, maybe it's me being impulsive. I started feeling urged to like work with Baba Yaga as well, but I'm not sure am I being a dumbass. Because I usually just hear some kind of songs or videos and just get drawn to a deity just from what I've seen on TikTok, YouTube, and stuff like that. Is that actually intuition, or that just me being impulsive and kind of slow?
Maybe impulsive, but you should know it's Baba Yaga. You should know that.
So does it mean something when I see like videos or like TikToks or like, and they get in the mood of working with something? Does it mean something, or is it just coincidence that I see certain videos and get drawn to deities?
Sometimes it means something. You never know until you work.
And how would I know if it's just me being maybe overly emotional and maybe just jumping quickly versus yet actually calling on me? Like, is there like a way to tell?
A reading.
A tarot reading.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm gonna need to learn to work with those then. I never actually tried, so. Oh, yeah. Any tips for like starting tarot?
Yeah, I usually recommend, spend like a half an hour reading the little booklet and then light it on fire right in front of your face, throw it in your cauldron. Don't ever be held back on the book again. Your cards need to learn to teach you and speak to you. And sleep on your cards. Put them under your pillow.
Oh, that's I never heard of it. I'm gonna write that down. No one told me, but this sounds like it should work really effectively.
That's anybody that didn't tell you that was a dumbass.
I love who are like super honest about it. You're smart. What was like your craziest witchcraft story, by the way? Like, as a practitioner, like the most of like this shit's definitely a real moment.
I'll think about that. Get back to you when I have a big enough audience to tell that.
Fair enough. It's like, but like, so what I'm particularly asking is some of these were like you knew that it's real for sure, and there was like very little room for doubt. Do you have any of like those happening where like there's no way I can explain it outside it was something supernatural?
Plenty of those, yes.
Can you tell me one of those? Like,
I'm gonna wait till I have a bigger audience.
Okay, fair enough. I'll wait till we have a bigger audience as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste a story time on 12 people.
that's
more.
That's very, very reasonable.
Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living. The books didn't work out. Yeah, that's why I say, like learn just the basics in that little book, but then light it on fire so you're never depending on that book again. And the cards will develop their own meanings over time.
I had multiple people tell me to read certain book and then like burn it or get rid of it or never open it again. What's up with that? That sounds very odd.
I say burn it because it reinforces to your mind that you will not be dependent on that book. The cards need to develop their own language with you, and in time they will not mean any of the the textbook meanings. They'll have developed their own meanings over time. When that card comes up, it'll mean a completely different thing than what the book said back in the day when you started.
Oh, so it's like me basically feeling like deity showing me something, but don't physically seeing it, don't physically hearing it, but knowing it speaks with me, but not really in a physical way. Is it like similar thing?
Yeah.
Oh, because like again, 'cause, well, some of my friends said, well, maybe I'll all just schizophrenics and hallucinate, but then I explained to him, well, I don't physically hear it, and he's like, well, that doesn't sound like hallucination. And I'm like, yeah, and, sure, no shit, And then
Yeah.
I explain him the feeling, and he's like, yeah, I never heard of it, and psychiatry doesn't have like explanation for that, so we don't have terminology for this. So
Yeah, Skunk Trapper, that's everybody's favorite. Every time I post it, I get just fuckloads of views on that video. That's
maybe
good.
maybe it's for
Good story. True story.
I mean, if you get it, that means probably interesting. If you get a lot of views.
Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Where it's hot as Satan's asshole. Hello, Aunt Marta. Let me know if you want to come up in a box. Good one for sure. Yeah, that's true. Oh, and for those of that have heard the Hecate story, not too long after that, she came in and fired us. We came in on what was supposed to be her day off, and when we would make incense and brews and stuff, and she had her boyfriend, the biker, with her. He never came into the store ever. It seemed like one time ever, and we just had this discussion. We've been becoming dissatisfied with that witch store for quite a while, and somebody had said, it's like, you guys are the ones that really know the stuff, and you're working for this noob that barely knows any witchcraft, and you're trying to make products for a store, and she doesn't appreciate it. Maybe you should just take those products and open your own store. And so I was sitting with my friend. We were having a morning coffee, getting ready to open the store. And I mentioned that to him. I said, somebody said this thing. And if you want to go with me, I'm down for this. Somebody said we should open our own store. And he just goes, yeah, absolutely we should do that. And right then the bell on the front door rang, and it was her walking in, and we looked and we saw her and her boyfriend, and I go, dude, she's here to fire us. That's our answer from the fucking universe right there. So you wanted one of those undeniable stories. Well, that's going to be one right there. It's like literally as soon as he said that, a bell rang, and then she fired us and just sent us out the fucking door. It's like, and I had kind of seen this coming, felt this coming, and I was the manager at the store, and I had signed an NDA, a non-compete clause, but somehow when they came to fire me, that wasn't in my file anymore. It just disappeared. So she wanted to sue us, but she couldn't. And within a year, she was crushed. She became really bitter and hated us and talked all this shit about us to the community. And we'd agreed we weren't going to do that. And we still didn't really do that. But we knew that she was saying that about us. And within a year, she was out of business. And we were the only witch store in town until the Serpent's Piss opened. And that's a different bunch of tales there. So,
it's not one of those.
We took our Hecate incense with us. She didn't have the recipe, so she couldn't reproduce it. So that was the first incense we produced at our new shop. And then the second incense we produced was called the Sacred Grove, which was the name of the shop. Oh, XXX to you. Let me know if you want to come up. Be careful over there.
Oh, it's definitely one of those where like it's definitely undeniable proof that something's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Absolutely. Would have been
I
nice
just
if
hate-
she had shown up to our shop, but I don't think should happen. Although her three-legged dog did. That was another one.
Now I literally have showed off my friends certain stuff, and they're like, just because I don't have scientific explanation doesn't mean it's magic. And I'm like, what else is this? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, what? I want to just fucking roll my eyes, you know? Like, it's so annoying.
Well, I think it's that Occam's razor. The simplest answer is probably the one that's true.
Yeah, but they don't give me the simplest answer of how certain things happen, you know?
Yeah.
So it's so weird.
Oh. Poof. All right, he poofed. You wouldn't believe it, Aunt Marta. He came in here talking about Baba Yaga. I'm going. And so it's Baba Yaga. You should know. Or he said Baba Yaga. He said, no. I don't know what happened. There you go. All the bird.
Oh, sorry, my Wi-Fi is trash. So again, do you have any tips starting working with like Baba Yaga? Or you don't know much about her?
I don't know much about her.
Okay, do you maybe?
I used to have
Do
a
you
really
know-
like wall plaque of her in a cauldron flying through the sky. A flying
Okay.
cauldron. She looked pretty hard.
Let's
Other
see.
than-
Maybe someone knows anything about her. So
Other than that, anything I know about her is from Aunt Marta.
I'm gonna have Polish, so this would be actually a deity that's quote unquote ethnically appropriate. If that's even a thing, though.
Yeah, I don't even know what ethnically appropriate is.
I just had some people like this community tell me that like you should work with like your own deities and stuff like that, like only your own deities. Even some say so. You know?
Yeah, I really don't know much about her personally. My parents always said Baba Yaga, like they pronounce it totally differently. Here, people say Baba Yaga, but they always said Baba Yaga. All I knew was it kind of had a negative connotation, and I always thought that it was kind of a generic term for the word witch. Now I know that she's actually her own separate entity, but I don't know anything about her other than my parents thought she was evil, but who cares what my parents think. So that's it. I haven't really looked into her that much. I have some friends, Birch Sin knows a lot about Baba Yaga, sorry. But I don't really know anything except her cool house.
Yeah, I mean it does. It looks pretty badass.
Yeah, it does look pretty badass. But I personally, I haven't studied her at all. I just thought it was the generic word for witch when I was growing up.
Oh, are you a
AI
practitioner, by the way? Oh.
AI just misgendered me.
Who misgender you?
AI says a witch recounts paranormal events at her shop.
They probably say that about our son too.
Yeah. Although, I don't know many, women named Michael, but yeah. Auntie Betsy.
I know a woman named Michael. My friend Mike Betty, who does the gaming stuff, his wife's name is Michael. That's why he goes by Mike, because his wife is Michael.
Oh my God, that's got to be awkward at times.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Hello, Cuban things. Salam alaikum. Jovian Moonlight, how are you? So y'all there, you can help out this show by tapping that screen. Tapping that screen, get 2 fingers going, get 3 fingers going, get 4 fingers going.
Are you a practitioner, Aunt Marta?
I'm sorry?
Are you a practitioner as well?
Yeah, I actually met I was a solitary for a long time, and I met Birch when I signed up for one of the classes. I didn't even think that he was teaching one of the classes. I thought he was just an employee at his shop, and he ended up being the teacher. But I've been practicing for a while, kind of silently by myself.
I like. I mean, I always see that he's like well spoken and smart, but he said some controversial stuff, and I was like scared to try it. But then when I try it, I'm like, yeah, this dude knows the ball, you know.
Yeah, he's kind of like a savant where he's really good at this one thing, and that's witchcraft. I will defend him to my dying day when it has to do with witchcraft. Other stuff, is a little negligible, but his witchcraft knowledge is totally on point. He knows everything.
I mean, he also knows how to talk as well. He has like
Yeah. He has charisma too.
He has charisma. It looks like.
Yeah, I might let you live.
I'm giving you props. You're like a genius when it comes to witchcraft.
I know, but then it became kind of backhanded to it. Sometimes you talk too much.
You're such a pessimist. Why don't you focus on the good things? I focus on the good things.
That sounds like gaslighting, to be honest. Like, I just insulted you, but why don't you focus on good things?
No, he knows I'm joking, but I will say he's really, really good when it comes to witchcraft. The best. As far as I'm concerned, I'm obviously biased, but he's the GOAT as far as witchcraft goes. In my humble opinion.
I agree.
Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living. And I should probably remind you, Level 1 Witch School is available at a reduced price for the first time in history, and for a limited time. You might want to get over there at gumroad.com/witch school. It's up there in the link tree thing, and get yourself Level 1. Join anytime. And absolutely love you too. Reminds me of my wife and I. Yeah. I don't know, Marta, I don't think you've ever heard Skunk Trapper's voice. I'm going to invite Skunk Trapper.
I don't know who that is.
I just like to hear Skunk Trapper's voice. Where the hell is he?
Hey, can you update your Linktree PayPal information? The link that you have there is broken, and there was people trying to send you donations through your PayPal.
Oh no.
Okay, I got to figure out how to make a PayPal link. Like I just linked it to PayPal, and they had my email name next to it because they didn't seem to have a way to make a link to the. I'll look into that, figure out how to do that.
Oh, by the way, quick question. So, like, when you talk about like certain spells someone orders from you, let's say if they have effect or don't have effect, is there like a money back guarantee if nothing happens and you're unable to crack the codes?
No.
Because it's like a hard case.
Well, it's kind of like when a doctor performs surgery. It might not work, but you don't get to sue the doctor if it doesn't work. It's kind of like that.
And quite often the client fucks it up. I tell them, quit talking about it, quit contacting me about it, let it go, and forget about it. And it'll happen. But the client's so fixated on it. I've had several clients like that, just like they weren't able to let it go, and then we didn't get results, and then 6 months later they got results because quitting made them eventually let go of the damn thing.
That's so weird, because if I didn't know anything about this stuff, I would assume that if I'm keep thinking about it, I'm keep sending energy, therefore it's gonna like work because I'm keep thinking about it. That's so odd.
That's why I teach this shit. So
that's why people come to us for spell work.
Absolutely. So I got to hear Skunk Trapper's voice. How you doing?
Hey, you doing all right? How you guys?
Doing good. Yeah, would you believe he's in the Appalachians? Marta.
No.
How things over there?
Not too bad. Pretty cool up here today. It's been rather humid, but it's pretty nice today.
Do you really
Had some
trap?
rain.
Do you really trap skunks?
Brother, I trap anything coming and going.
What do you do with the skunks? Can you eat them?
You can. You can eat anything. But
Are they good eating? Are they good eating?
I don't know. I've never. That's the one thing I've probably not eaten yet.
Okay.
Skunk, you can eat everything.
Actually, the all their stink sac, their scent gland is they use that in perfume making. Somehow they take the stink out of it and just get the oil is so sticky in it. They use that in the high end perfumes. That's why it lasts so long, I guess.
Skunk stuff. Wow. I did not know that.
Like beaver butt glands flavor raspberry flavoring.
Guys, you can eat everything, but some things you can only eat once.
That's right.
Well, Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans.
How are you guys doing today?
Sweating, but I'm good. It's fucking hot today, but we got a good breeze out here.
Guys, is it a myth or actually true that some rituals require you to like eat vegetarian food for a while and don't touch meats? Like I heard some people in my country claim that.
I think in some of the ATRs you don't eat meat, but I'm not positive.
I knew somebody was going through this voodoo training, and they had required reading, and it wasn't a voodoo book. It was something called Eat Right for Your Type. And it was fascinating. They broke down the blood types to different tribes living on the earth. And certain tribes lived in places where they only hunted. There was you couldn't grow food there. And those people were never going to be able to be vegetarian based on their blood type. It went all the way back to their ancestors. And then other people, there was a mix of, agriculture and hunting. And they could do it. They could do it somewhat. They weren't really good at it. And there's places where it was primarily agriculture. And they made really good fucking vegetarians. But it was based on blood type. And these voodoo people knew about that somehow, right? Never heard of that. I've never heard anybody talk about it since, but it made a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, they do it with oh my god, the people with autoimmune issues with their thyroid.
Mm-hmm.
They do it with that too, based on blood type.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting read. So I got to tell you, tomorrow. I'm probably going to go on around 1 and only be on for an hour because my kid's got his orientation at school and I got to take him there and go to that. It's picture day. He hasn't even started the school.
Okay, we got to make sure he combs his hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to take a shower, wash his hair tonight because it's been summer, so he's definitely been slacking.
And he's all about wearing his hoodie. He wears his hoodie on picture day. He wears his hoodie when it's 100 degrees outside. And this new school does not allow hoodies. So it's going to be really interesting how that plays out.
Victoria is asking, what do I think about green witches? I don't believe in witch types. My witch type is the breaking molds and refusing to be in a box type. Because, I'm clearly into green. I have lived at the ocean. I've lived in the mountains. I have lived in the city. So, I have a little bit of city witch, a little bit of mountain witch, a little bit of forest witch, a little bit of sea witch. And those are all just witch. Those are all parts of me. I think feeling that you need to label yourself as a specific type of witch limits the amount of witchcraft you're able to experience. the word witch covers more than we can even conceive of. And you could be all of those things. Witch.
That's fascinating.
Hello. Nice to meet you too. Merry meet, as we say. Well, Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft, and I've been doing it about 46 years. And we often learn a lot of that here. You know, this is probably the first witchcraft question we've got. Well, I guess we kind of got one from you, but we do that here. I get paid to teach, but I teach for free. I do my community service work too. So if you have questions, you can put it down here in the chat, or you can ask to get in a box. Hello, Sharon from Kentucky. How are you? I think I just said I'm from New Orleans, so hopefully you heard that. Hey, Matt Venturous, how are you? Lou, thank you for liking the live. Y'all there can help this live get out to more people by tapping it. Get all your fingers going on that screen. Just keep giving us likes, giving us likes. The haters are here every day. They show up right away. They're going to be out there mass reporting the video, but if you're giving us more love than they can get out the hate, then we win. And all you got to do is one tap gives us love. You keep tapping. They've got to click on the little thing on the side and then report, and then pick a reason for reporting, and then click another thing. So it's like 3 or 4 steps each time to report alive, where you can give us love with just one tap. So it's a math game that they cannot win.
It's a math deal?
It's a math
It's
deal.
true. Fact.
Wow.
Yeah, it's. I have no idea why you're so hated by me. So many people. It's so weird.
I'm an opinionated motherfucker. It delivers my opinion in very harsh terms that rubs
I
people the
mean, but
wrong
you're
way.
just being honest, though. So, like, what's their
Yeah.
problem? I don't know. It's just.
Yeah. It is necessary to offend people to cause change. You've got to stir shit.
He'll call people shit out on
What's
their
that?
bullshit real quick,
Absolutely.
and that pisses a lot of people off.
And when the Welsh witch comes over here, we love to call each other cunt. And y'all can just deal with it. I hope she will. I love it. You cunt. Every other word, she calls somebody a cunt. Hey, Vicky. How you doing? So again, Vicky wasn't here before. Tomorrow I'm probably going to come on about 1 and only go on until about 2, because I've got to do kid stuff. And I'm really close to having to take a day off here. So I got to get a bill paid before it's due. I'm trying to get them paid before due date now. And I might have to take a day off if I don't sell enough classes or get enough donations in there. So, if you want to see me here all week, there's buttons up there, man. There's a
Oh,
witch
and
school.
how much the witch school, by the way? Like, how much a month, realistically?
I believe right now it's $30 a month.
Okay. Oh, that's not that much. How long for you would it take in a witch school to see if someone's talented or a dipshit for this stuff? Realistically,
It varies. Some people don't get good at it, right away, and some people do. And some people, they work it for a while and then they put it down, and then you don't hear from them, and then a couple of years later they jump back in, and then it clicks for them. You never know. So, but with witch school, you have access to it, forever, and you can, optimally you download your classes and then you have them on your hard drive whenever you want to get back
oh,
into
that's
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
But like, basically, would not be able to tell if I'm actually gonna be good at it in like a month. Basically, this
No.
way. Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay, so if I'm doing a lot of errors and I'm messing everything up right now, and I haven't been practicing for a while, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like a shitty witch,
No.
No.
Okay.
It's different for different people. I mean, my My first stuff worked right away. Didn't have to wait like 3 months or anything like that. But that's because
I mean, I have other issue. My first stuff worked right away as well, but just not how I intended. You know what I mean?
that's why you keep notes, and then you tweak the
Let's
stuff
say
a little.
I asked something and I technically received it, but not in a fashion I would expect it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sometimes you receive things in the way that you're supposed to receive them, even if it seems bad initially. Sometimes it's something that you need to hear or you need to
Yeah.
experience.
Oh, so that doesn't necessarily mean
And your
I'm
expectations don't matter to the universe. They're gonna, if you call and they deliver, it's gonna be how the universe decides and dictates, not you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give
You are virtually nothing in the scale of the universe. You know what I mean? So it's gonna show up how it dictates.
I'm like share a little bit what happened. So basically, I asked for new friends, but they came in a fashion of me having certain new problems in my life, and that's how my like new friends came into my life. So I technically got new friends, but also got a bunch of extra new problems. So like it technically worked. It's like I did have better company and better connections right now, and people that are better than my previous company, but not for free. So
Mary meets Ditch Witch.
is it always gonna be like that without like asking something, but I get like something bad in return or something like that? Like there's gonna be like a price to pay for what I did spell for?
Well, that's why I recommend keeping good notes. You look at the spell you cast, you look at how it turned out, and then figure out what you can tweak to make it work better. And then there's this other thing. Most things get worse before they get better.
Oh, so my life getting like worse for a while after I did the spell, and then things improving again.
That's how
like
it happens
not
with me. When I do a spell for something, when it gets worse is when I actually know that it's working, because it gets worse before it gets better. At least for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was just messing stuff up.
Yeah. So no, that's a sign that it's working. So yeah, don't trip out right away. Just let it.
Could I tell Saul something?
Yeah, sure.
Last year, I basically had a friend stab me in the back at work. I thought was a friend. And the higher ups was on his side of things, and he was in the wrong. I came home, I left work early, I was pissed. I come home. I can't even remember what flavor incense it was, but I lit a stick of incense and set it down, and I put my hands out, and I put some awful shit out into the universe.
Mm-hmm.
That particular person in charge of administration is no longer here, and the cat that he's still here, but he keeps his fucking distance. Now, that took probably 6 months, but it did happen. And there's still some shit happening from that. So,
yeah, sometimes it's
I see this.
Got to fester a bit,
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this before happening to me, but when I tell it to my friends, they're like, "How do you know it's not coincidence?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but it doesn't look like it." You know what I mean?
Well, tell them a witch doesn't believe in coincidence.
Okay.
Synchronicity, sure.
That's smart.
If you take an action, and then the reaction from the universe is the action you wanted to have occur, then what you did worked. It's a simple answer. You don't need like this
Exactly.
and debate it.
Exactly. Anyways, gotta go. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. The same with the lemon curse. They gave me. We're getting. All right. Okay, talk amongst yourselves for just a second here.
Sorry, there's a lot of interesting things happening in my inbox right now.
Quad or Aunt Marta, are either of you still here?
Yeah.
I have a question. I've heard this a lot, and I just wondered if there was anything to it. It was about reading the Lord's Prayer backwards. Is that some for an initiation of some kind, or is that what the hell's the deal with that?
I've never heard of anything
Yeah,
like that.
I've never heard of anything like that either.
Well, I have. It is something done in the Black Mass. The way it was explained to me by members of the OTO that were performing it, it was an initiation to a mirrored astral plane, one of the astral planes that's backwards from our perspective. So I remember I'm standing there and it's like it was like a call to repeat, and they go, "Amen."
Is that a Minoan thing?
Then they said something else. This was the OTO, but it's a standard part of the Black Mass. But the Christians said it was to defile Christianity that we read it backwards. But they were explaining that since it's a mirrored plane that you're trying to initiate onto, we say the prayer backwards. And it wasn't totally backwards, because like amen was amen. We didn't say, mena or something like that. No,
Right.
I don't even know how you would say it. You just said words in a backwards order. Maybe the Satanic Temple, I don't know. It's also being promoted in the witches' circles. Roger Horn writes about it. I do not know Roger. So
Sorry, my intentions are split. I have like 15 million conversations going on, shit ton of screenshots I'm looking through. This shit is wild, bro.
Could you possibly send Stitches a message saying he's gone? I can't figure out how to message from here.
I'd rather not.
Okay. Oh wait, there's Stitches. Okay. He's gone.
I've got a lot of things going on in my end.
Stitches.
Stitches end up with witches. Scottish author. Okay. You'll never heard of him. Nino, how are you? Thank you for all the likes. You can help out the show by tapping that screen, getting 2 tappers going, 3 tappers going. Somebody told me they have a thing on the TikTok shop that'll just tap on your screen for you. I might get one of those, man.
Yeah, I think it's like $14.99.
Everything's like $14.99. I got a couch for like $20. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what it's going to turn out to be, but
yeah, that's what I was wondering if you got it yet. How long has it been?
Probably 2 weeks. I haven't checked to see if I got a tracking number yet. I checked about a week ago. Lisa Lou, how are you?
Oh, speaking of Lisa Lou, I was told last night that she's the one that's screen recording everything and giving it over to the hags.
Oh, again with the hags.
They're usually on my YouTube. You can save some memory space that way. But whatever. Does it look like I give a fuck?
No.
It's a full moon tonight, by the way.
Yes, witch.
Yep.
I know.
In Aquarius.
Yes, witch. I know. I have an
Yes,
app on the
witch.
phone. I
I
have
know.
an app on the phone that tells me these things.
Yes.
Do you really? What is it
Yeah.
called?
I Luna.
Yeah, I have that too.
Okay, wait. Your AC in your car. Oh yeah, Stitch is still on her way to Florida. Evaporate, coil, had to turn it off, and thaw, and it's 100 degrees. Oh my God. I've had a few times here we got so much moisture that I'll turn on the AC that looks like the car's on fire. There's a steam coming out of the fucking or not condensation, but it looks like steam coming out of the air conditioner. Are you doing anything special for the full moon? Of course I am, but I'm not going to tell you.
I did mine this morning before the sun rose. The moon was full this morning.
Mm.
I usually just look outside to see if it's a full moon. Like I could see from my window what the sky looks like, if it's lit up or dark. And it kind of keeps me on track. I never thought of getting a fucking app. That seems so simple.
Yeah. Well, most people don't know, but so if the full moon is listed as today, that means it was full yesterday, and it'll be full tomorrow. Same thing with the new moon. There's a new moon, a dark moon, new moon, young moon. Goddess likes to move in threes. So you are in South Florida now. Are you at your place yet? Stitches?
I know that was Keisha talking to Stitches.
Oh. Okay. Lisa Lou keeps jumping in and jumping out.
Hi, Lucia.
Hello, Mole. Spy for the hags. We see you. And we do not give a fuck. Just, please, you screen record it. Whatever you do, don't let them stop talking about me. Don't let them stop giving me attention. I think the lottery is like Thursday, and I got to win it this time, man. So help the hate flow through them. Okay. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Lisa Lou. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living, and you know what? Where again I do so.
The Saturn in retrograde being active right now and this full moon, it would be a good time to unload a lot of justice magic.
Yes, it would.
Really?
Yes, it would. So I got me right here. Monies, Charms, and Spells by Jade. Jade was Judith Dufresne, my witch mother. These are the spells I was taught in my intro courses and my beginning witchcraft courses. I've grown up on these spells. So I haven't done all of them, but I've picked certain ones that I have done that absolutely work. Now, I didn't see, wait, did I invite her? Oh, there she is. So Candy was in here talking about a spell one time, and she was including bells in a shaking jar kind of thing. And I really liked that, but it seemed familiar. And it seemed familiar because Mom did it way back in the way back. This book's from someplace in the 80s. What's the publishing? 1986. So for you kids, ancient witchcraft. You see the dust blow off of the book when I opened it? It's like this ancient tome right here. So, shake silver spell. Perform on a waxing moon on a Thursday in a Jupiter hour. Now, there's apps to tell you all of that stuff too. You're going to find out what I used to have one called Ingresses, which was good, but it doesn't function anymore. I need to find a new one for tracking all of the planets. But for the shake silver spell, you will need magnetic oil, a green bag or a change purse, 3 silver coins, and 1 small silver bell. All right. Fill a small green bag or change purse with the silver coins and smaller silver covered bell. Go outside into some open area with some trees and some grass. Shake the bag in all 4 directions and say 4 times, money, money, come to me, green as field, green as tree. Silver coin and silver bell, money and wealth is my spell. Money, money, come to me. You probably guessed the last part, right? As I will, so mote it be. Take the bag or your change purse inside and anoint with the magnetic oil. Carry it upon your person. I like that. Although I would have put the magnetic oil also on the coins and the bell before putting them in. But you know, that's one I definitely did back in the day. Let's see. I think I did this one too. Yeah, seems familiar. Enduring money. Just so you don't have to do a money spell every fucking week, right? Perform at midnight on the new moon. And perform this spell. Use the following materials: a red and gold combination candle. That's one that's half red, half gold, right? Red sandalwood incense, red and gold altar cloth, a piece of golden hued jade. That's hard to find. Taurus symbol or photo of a bull. 1 piece of gold, a sunflower or marigold, magnetic lodestone or magnet. I would get the lodestone. Magnets have a polarization. At midnight in the new moon, work outside naked if possible, or in a red robe. Remove all jewelry. Spread your altar cloth on the ground or on a wooden table with no metal in it. Face south and rub sun oil into the red and gold candle. Place the candle and gold piece in the center of the altar. Hold the jade stone in your right hand. Light the incense and candle and hold the flower in your left hand. Anoint your forehead and hands with sun oil. Gaze at the photo of the bull and chant 10 times. Ei, ei, tuau. Gold of sunflower, gleam of jade, golden glow of flame, enduring steadfast summer sunshine brightly upon me, and send your abundant light on my finances and make them grow, sturdy and strong as the bull of Taurus. Snuff out the candle and place it along with the gold jade beside your bed with magnetic lodestone. Plant the sunflower seeds and burn the candle in sunlight. Carry the gold jade and magnet on your person during the day in your left pocket. Well, that's a nice ball. Almost looks like a moonstone.
Nope, it's golden jade.
That's golden jade.
Yep.
All right. A golden jade ball. All right, so there's 2. Might do more. It depends on you.
That was very interesting.
Yeah, thank you. I love when Uncle shares his spells. Lean in, kids, lean in. Is there a placement for golden jade? I don't know if I would. I mean, being that her pen name is Jade, I probably wouldn't substitute that one. You could find it. You could find it. Probably not expensive.
It really isn't hard to find. If you look, nothing's hard to find when you look.
Absolutely. I mean, shit, we can find most of this shit on Amazon, probably. Might not be your preferred vendor, but, you know, everything's a couple clicks away. Maybe even Temu has it.
Hey, y'all take care. I will catch you guys later. I love y'all and take care.
Okay, you take care too. Thanks
I
for
would
coming.
I would try Etsy before Amazon because unfortunately on Amazon, they sell a lot of glass and claim it to be a material that it's not. Like all of my crystals I got from an actual uh I used to retail them. I used to get them from a wholesaler from
Well, you just reminded me. Tonight on YouTube, I believe 8 p.m. Central Time, is Hex Offenders, Christian Day's show. There is plenty of tea spilled and wigs ripped off. And tonight, we're supposed to be doing the Etsy witches. It's probably going to be fucking epic. Emo isn't real stuff, I don't think. Yeah.
well, a lot of the Etsy witches are witch talk witches, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, they charge way too, they're too cheap. I heard one on the news one time that did $20 to make the client's, the baseball team that was playing against the client's baseball team lose. And they did happen to lose. And I was like, for $20? I ain't even walking to my altar for 20 fucking bucks. I ain't even getting up for 20 fucking bucks.
I don't know, man. Like
way too cheap.
you got a 50-50 chance the spell's gonna hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I probably, for 20 bucks, I would probably just roll with that. Say, oh yeah. Yeah, I did the spell. Yeah. Oh yes, sassy is definitely something to call Christian Day, absolutely. and he's a cunt. He is a cunt. And he knows it and embraces it. He embraces his inner cuntdom. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, reminding you that not only is Hex Offenders on tonight, but I'm going to be on. Wait a minute. Thursday. Thursday's the third. I think Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Saturday is the 1st, which I believe it is. 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be on. What are their freaking? I'm going to be on somebody's podcast. You'll see it, right? If you're following me and you hit your messaging things, you can see when Uncle Birch is in a live. I'm drawing a blank on whose podcast it is. It's live here on TikTok. So if you're following me and you have the bell notification thing turned on, I believe you'll get a notification when I go live on somebody else's show as well. But tonight's Christian Day. We always tune in for that because shit always happens. He's probably got a similar viewer count to what I have here most times, but other times it's when he's getting controversial, it gets better, kind of like over here. But I also want to remind you that Level 1 Witch School is available at reduced price for the first time in history. Get on over there to gumroad.com/witch school and look for Level 1, join anytime. But then there's a whole lot more there. I'll leave it to you to peruse and see what kind of things you need in your life, but probably something for it there. All right, so we're perusing through Money Charm Spells by Jade, which you can, on my link tree is my Amazon influencers list. I believe you can find that book there. But if I give another address out, then TikTok will mess with me.
You're being beated in the comments.
What's that? Oh, cool.
I said
Am I?
yeah.
Okay, step it up, Buttercup. What? I don't tune into that often. I saw you today, and you look different. Any explanation? Well, witches cast glamours. I always look different.
Oh man, I thought you were going to tell them how explanation was spelled wrong.
I leave that kind of shit to Aunt Marta, but yeah, that's really, really bad spelling, bro. Okay, well, that was uneventful.
Any world news going on?
Well, it sounds like he's going to nuke Iran,
Yeah.
probably tonight. He did his little pause. He's going, we're going to be so nice. We're just going to pause for a couple weeks. Give Iran a chance. Like, no, we're pausing for 2 weeks because we're out of fucking ammo. Because people sent us into fucking war without a logistics person knowing how much fucking ammo and supplies our troops would need. And we've expended them all and are fucking out. We're running around with, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe the guns are loaded, but the missiles are gone. Drones are gone. We don't have any more. So while we were doing this alleged ceasefire, Iran decided to attack us in the middle of the night last night in Jordan. Attacked a U.S. base, and Trump's all pissed off because it's like a slap in the face for him. Like, we were doing this nice thing, like not firing on you, and here you do a sneak attack. It's like, it's not
No,
a sneak attack.
You're giving
Well, you're-
imminent threat. Of course they're going to respond.
Yeah, when you're at war with somebody, there's no sneak attack. But nuclear planes have been seen heading to the area. So, and he has stated that the only way to get to their nuclear weapons under that big mountain they have now is with a nuke.
Hey, if he ever needed, he could contact the Social Security Administration and request their stockpile of ammunition that they have for some unknown reason.
It sounds like they're censuring Putin a little bit more than they were. I think our Congress people are siding with Zelensky more. And, which doesn't surprise me. Like, whoever has the upper hand is who we're going to side with. But I think they're siding with Zelensky a little bit more and imposing more. I don't remember exactly if it's sanctions or something else, but we're kind of taking Zelensky's side more. So that's what I saw today.
Mm-hmm. So, who is that? Loomis? That the spy? I think the spy is reporting us now for harassment and bullying. Yeah, I saw that. That totally happened.
I'll get the stats on the Social Security Administration stockpile for you real quick.
Yeah, that's some odd sounding stuff right there. Why does the Social Security have a bunch of weapons? Hello, Bloodshot. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living, and that's what we're going to do. Here's another spell from my mom's book. The Buried Treasure Box. Best one started in the waxing moon on a Sunday in a Venus hour and buried on November 1st. That's going to take some planning. Ooh, thunder? It's not supposed to rain, but we got thunder. You will need a green candle, wishing oil, newspaper or green construction paper, a cardboard or wooden box, thyme herb and seed, basil herb and seed, marjoram herb and seed, green yarn, and matches. Cut some newspaper or green construction paper into bill-sized pieces. Cut 12 bills in a cardboard wooden box and cover with thyme, basil, and marjoram leaves. Close the box, tie it up with green yarn, tying 31 knots in the yarn and scaling it with wax from the green candle, anointed with wishing oil. Bury the box in the earth on November 1st, about 7 inches down, cover with earth, and a 1 inch from the top. Plant thyme, basil, and marjoram seed on top of it. Mark the spot and don't touch for 1 year. And then she
Oh.
failed to mention when you burn the candle. So I would, start burning the candle right before you cut some newspaper and all that stuff. I have noticed that the amount of pen paper money you put in the box is the amount you tend to earn each year. Now, if you wrote that spell down or if you screen recorded that spell, I'm going to give you one better because I don't know if this was around when Mom wrote her book. Get you some hell money. You can find it in any good hoodoo shop's going to have hell money. But also there's Chinese markets that have it too.
Yeah, I think Chinatowns have it.
Mm-hmm. And it is money to pay spirits with and money to sacrifice. And you can also curse somebody by giving them a pile of hell money. And don't say anything. It's like, this is for you to spend while you're on hell, motherfucker.
There's a mention of comfrey.
We got thyme, basil, marjoram. No comfrey. On the full moon, of course. Well, no. It said best was started during the waxing moon on a Sunday in a Venus hour, and then buried on November 1st.
Oh, she was speaking of President nuking Iran on the full moon.
Oh. Yes, most people that know what they're fucking doing attack on the dark moon, but they don't know what they're doing. But I guess we'll see. That's not going to go well for him. If he fucking nukes Iran, all of our allies in the area are going to be pissed because they're going to have, radioactive fucking soil, radioactive rain, and fallout, all that shit. Not a good idea, but he's really wanted to use those nukes more than any president I've known. Really wants to use those nukes.
Do you want these stats for the Social Security Administration? So from 2005 to 2012, the Social Security Administration Office of the Inspector General purchased 1,217,000 rounds of .357 hollow point ammunition, 38,000 lead-free .357 training rounds, and about 38,250 shotgun rounds. That's just from 2005 to 2012, and for some reason it has not been updated from 2013 to 2026.
Wow. Stitch Witch, yes. Saudi Arabia has been trading strikes with the Houthis, who've been attacking their shipping in the Bab al-Mandab Straits, something like that, one of the other straits. And now Ukraine is attacking Iranian ships that are bringing weapons to Russia. So, and I believe, as they enter the Black Sea, they've sunk a couple Iranian cargo ships. Discussing the international crisis and nuclear threats, share your take. Okay, well, that's pretty legit there, AI. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't, but yeah. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. I don't have my admin here, or my other admin. What the hell are they doing that's so important? Hello, Cassie. Hello, Olive. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Since you motherfuckers are boring and, not giving me any, witchcraft.
Do you want drama?
Huh? Yeah, I need some drama, man.
You need some drama. Okay.
Yeah, can you guys fight with each other or something, man? God. Oh, let's see. So, reading from Money Charms and Spells by Jade, and it occurred to me that I directed you to my my Amazon influencer account, and I believe this is the only book of hers I don't have there, because the one being sold was $3,000 for a book yay thick, and I couldn't find a better one, but theeyeofthecat.com. Theeyeofthecat.com. That's where you'll find the book if you want it. Amulet for Money. Best started in a waxing moon on Friday in a Jupiter hour. In a red flannel bag, put 7 different pieces of money, such as a penny. Oh, good luck finding one of those. A nickel, a dime, a quarter, a $50, a dollar, and a $2 bill. Fill the remaining bag with lavender flowers and keep in your purse or pocket. Anoint the bag once a week with money draw oil, which you can also find at theeyeofthecat.com. Best started on a waxing moon. Wait, they just go and do another one? Okay, I guess there's another spell in this spell. Best started on a waxing moon on Tuesday in a sun hour. To find money or have it come through some easy source, place in a mojo bag a pair of lodestones, a green magnet, volcanic ash, 1 teaspoon of smartweed. Sprinkle the bag with gold magnetic sand and magnetic oil. Every 3 days, you will find money everywhere you go. See, I do this because, we've got so many broke-ass motherfuckers out here. And I want to help you get some money so I can sell you more classes. It's a symbiotic relationship. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living. Been doing it for about 61 years. And I tend to think that if you do something for 61 years, you're probably going to be good at that thing. And like my wife said down there, that one thing, I'm good at that. Other things, not so much. I've got several tricks, but, kind of a one-trick pony too. But, yeah, so, we're not going to bring in evil whale. Did Israel and the U.S. troops finally merge or not? I believe that passed the House, and now it's got to go to the Senate. And hopefully the Senate will shoot it the fuck down.
It got knocked down.
It did by the Senate?
As far as when I read yesterday, it was knocked down. It was not moving forward. It's unconstitutional.
Absolutely, it's treasonous, man. But I'm not shocked that this administration's engaging in treason once again. But it's one of those things, like they'll slip like other bills inside bills that are hundreds of pages, knowing that at least the Republicans aren't going to read, and a lot of them can't. But the Democrats tend to read. AOC caught that right away and shouted it out on Capitol Hill, and it still passed the House. So, you believe that shit? Merging our army with Israel. Aren't they doing enough together with this bullshit? Dale and Nanak, how are you? AOIBBIN. Hello. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Yeah, we need somebody to come over here and fight. We lagging.
Fight?
Fight.
You sound like what's his name? Remember when he got quote unquote shot and he pumped his fist in the air and said, "Fight, fight, fight." So
Yeah.
unfortunately, it reminds me of that.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know who knows Tizzy. But Marta knows who Tizzy is. Tizzy
Yeah.
got his account banned on TikTok. and looks like he might not be able to get it back. Usually he gets it back. He's got connections in TikTok and usually gets it back. But it turns out, I think it's like August 5th or something. He's got a show coming on Discovery, and the trailers here.
That's on Wednesday, a week from today.
Yeah, I think he said the 5th. I'm gonna look again, but apparently the trailers here on TikTok. His account's not on TikTok, but apparently he's doing. I think it's To Catch a Scumbag is what it's called, where he pretty much does what he does on TikTok and YouTube and all that, and shows the film crew how he does that. And if I can find Discovery on our limited amount of television that we have right now, maybe it's on Paramount Plus. I don't know. But, I want to see that show, man. I love me some Tizzy. It's fucked up that his account got taken down. And what his account usually gets taken down for is he'll have these horrible people saying racist stuff to people, and then he'll show their face and go, "Somebody tell me who that is," and then I'll find that person and then expose them, and then they get fired from their job, and all kinds of stuff happens. But he gets his accounts taken down because of the horrible content he's exposing. Like, he's being held responsible for the guy that says the N-word that he's trying to find. Similar to Most Wanted with Joe Walsh. Yeah, kind of like that. Or Catch a Predator. I think his is called To Catch a Scumbag. Oh, look who's late to work. I am seriously docking his pay, y'all.
What?
You owe him for every minute you were late.
Sebastian, I'm gonna have to.
I was wondering where Sebastian
I have an alibi. I know I'm late, but I have an alibi. I was on FaceTime with Thane. I was doing a reading for her, so she did pay me for it.
All right, I guess getting paid is a good excuse. Don't keep doing that, man.
Consider this your get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, need to raise something with you in a bit. I found out that my phone contract is not in this September. It's next September. What happens this September is my airtime, meaning my SIM card. I was like, they could have warned me that. So I've now got, this is why I was saying it, the whole, if Witchtalk was able to do like a GoFundMe situation, it's like, I've got £960 left to pay on both phones combined that I am in a situation of. I'm like, fuck. But I am still gonna do your classes in September. I'm not gonna backtrack on that.
Okay. So
but no, yeah, they do it differently here, where it's like there's an airtime contract. There's airtime, which is your SIM card, your like what you do for entertainment on it, and your mobile data, and then there's also the device contract, which that ends next September, not this year. I was like, well, you could have warned me that. So something intuitively told me to ring Vodafone up today and ask them about it. How many payments I've left, and they said altogether you've got £960 80 pence left over to pay altogether. I was like, I'm glad I asked, because I thought it was coming to end this September. I'm like, only the SIM card is. So definitely, if I'll send you, because I did record the call to Vodafone, so I'll send that to you, and so you can see a bit of what if Witchtalk was able to do anything like what they did for Cryptid. That's my my last resort thing. I was like, I'm fucked otherwise.
Didn't you already do a GoFundMe, and it was just a problem of actually getting the money to you?
It was more so who was trying to set it up. They was trying to do it in the UK region whenever they couldn't, and that's why it wouldn't link to your bank. So someone was able to do it over in the States and have it to link to a US recipient, and then do it via PayPal over, or Cash App, whichever, to get it to me. It's just the UK is making a long route away to do it, and it's pissing me off. They're making it so complicated.
It sounds complicated because you've been telling me for 5 minutes. I still don't really get it, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But if like that's why I was saying it, I'm reluctantly asking Rich Talk for help on that, and it's like it's embarrassing. It's an embarrassing situation. It's
Yeah.
I would say humbling is more the word. Well, humbling and embarrassing, but it just grr.
Well, I was impressed, that the community came together for Cryptid like that, and
Yeah,
how
and they
that.
came together for Mandy and Witchfoot. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like the last time when I had that bill hanging over my head, Vicky
Mhm.
came in here, bought the entire Magical
Yeah.
Warfare, paid that fucking bill for me. So the
And so,
community.
in a US equivalency of how much I have left on my phone, or on both combined to paid early, it's like what equivalent to like I googled how I converted £960 80 pence to US dollars. That is equivalent to like $1,278 around that amount. I'm like, well, fuck me, okay. So I'm still have a ways to go.
Got a delivery.
Anyways, how's you, Marta? I ask her if she's on Teacup. That's fun. How's you, Ursa?
I'm good.
Good. And by the way, I finally caved to what Birch kept asking me to do, and I finally created my own AI persona on here.
I have no idea what you're saying. Can you speak English?
I mean, technically, I am. The English version of English, but
Well, not really.
no,
I can't understand you, so let me understand you,
okay,
Sebastian.
England, but okay. So I was saying I've finally created the AI character for TikTok thing that Birch was asking me to do.
Oh, the AI cast thing?
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I did that a few hours ago.
I had Ursa falling off a broom.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Someone
was
sent
funny.
me someone sent me a AI image that the hags made of me. They turned me into a blobfish, and I saw it and I died laughing. It was like a screenshot
Yeah, it's
of
beautiful.
me during my live yesterday after you ended your live. And like it's like I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I love it. Like the AI is such a fucking wonderful thing.
I saw part of your live in a way that you couldn't see me there. And you were plugging all of the stuff in my link tree. Thank you.
Spying on me, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking spy on me and
It's his
catch me
job.
doing good deeds, all right? It goes against my brand.
I know. I should have screenshotted that.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah. Yes, I'm in the jungle. Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living. That's what I spend most of our time doing. Sebastian, I don't think you heard this. Tomorrow, I'll be on probably around 1 o'clock Central Time, and I'm only going to go an hour because my kid's got like his orientation for school and picture day. I'm going to have to go take him over there.
That will be 7 p.m. for me, so brilliant.
Okay. All right. Well, at least not past your bedtime.
No. I mean, every time you go live around this timing too, it's like it's quarter to like when you're getting off, it's like I have to rush over to Sainsbury's or something for dinner or whatever, and because they close at 11, which is 5 p.m. Central. and so it's thankfully just around the corner. So when you get off at like 4:20, it gives me like 30 minutes just to walk over there and like do what I need to do. But it's always that timing too. I'm like, yay.
Hello, grandmama. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living, and that's what we spend a lot of our time doing over here. You can, if you got a question or something to say, you can put it in the chat, or you can ask to come up with this box, hit the little plus thing there. If you have something more long-winded to say. And y'all out there, thank you for tapping the screen and liking it while we're here. Because, well, we know we have one hater in the broadcast, but there's more out there.
Yeah,
Where's that one
there's
hater?
a lot of people messaging me, and it's all a fucking shit show. All that people want is drama.
Mm-hmm. So there's drama going on right now?
Oh
Why
yeah.
don't they bring it over here, man?
Well, you got to get Pandora to stop pretending to be in a coma and come in here.
Well, I saw somebody posted, so like I guess Pandora made a post recently. Somebody sent me a screenshot of that.
Well, apparently when you made your post, she was viewing people's stories and liking them and commenting on them, and now she's sending out pictures of herself in the coma that are very clearly AI. Yeah.
What the fuck is she doing with that crap?
Hey, if there was any type of unaliving she wanted to do, she sure did do her unaliving on TikTok. Like, the people that she reached out to are highly upset. There's a lot of people upset. There's a lot of people like, there's a lot. There's a lot.
I'm waiting for her to show up here and explain herself before I block her.
People were very worried and concerned, and but to be sending out images of yourself in a state that were so clearly AI. Like, even her tattoos are different.
Oh wow.
And the EEGs that monitor brainwaves are attached to her hair, not her actual head. And I was like, oh, it's because she's native. You know, they monitor brainwaves through hair for her. Like, what in the fuck why is this going so far?
My God. I'm listening. I just gotta soak my head.
And you know that there's so much. And then apparently a video that she uploaded, during that video, she's scrolling through her gallery and someone put it through an AI to break it down frame by frame, and there's proof of her basically participating in the same type of shit Rob was doing. Like,
Wow.
One screenshot specifically says she's gathering information for River.
For River?
For River. The one who was accused of sending CPS to Donna's place.
Yeah.
Like, there's screenshots galore in there that they were able to take out of that video she has pinned to her profile. And she was told multiple times to take that video down because people were slowing it down and seeing like she had inappropriate images in there as well. But what people were actually concentrating on were the screenshots. And there are some very interesting conversations being held in those screenshots. And it's just like, she's just as guilty as Rob.
Oh, look, AI is trying to fuck with us now, dude. Discussing an AI creator's suspicious behavior. Share your thoughts on AI. I don't think we want to tell you, AI, our thoughts about you. You're trying to set us up, ma'am, and falling for that crap. So if those of you who don't know what we're talking about Pandora, who allegedly tried to unalive herself and was in a medically induced coma. And the jury doesn't tend to believe that anymore. Though we were worried about her, backed her up completely, don't believe that happened. And for good reason. So That's what we're talking about. And yeah, somebody sent me a post, some random post that they made, or Pandora made, but it wasn't referring to their medical condition or anything like that. I have a feeling I missed a lot yesterday. Oh yeah, yesterday was good. And if you missed yesterday, well, it went poof. Not going to be on the YouTube page. So you missed that. You missed it for good.
Yeah.
Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living and hang out with these colorful cast of characters, an ever-changing array of witches all over the world every day. Tomorrow we're going to be here a little earlier. We're going to be here about 1 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be a shorter broadcast. But thank you for following Lord Inc. Might be a good idea to hit my profile and hit the little bell notification thing so you get notification when I go live. What was you, Vicky? What'd you do? What'd you do now? Irish Arctic Witch. How are you? Diana Tree of Clarity. Hello. I'm waiting to see what Vicky did. What did you do, Vicky? I'm staring, rubbing a staring contact. Sent the screenshot. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was you. I don't really know what that was about. It was like kind of that one of those battle statement things that people often do. Thank you all for liking the live. It helps out a lot. Just keep tapping. Carrie, how are you? Uncle Bert's coming live from New Orleans. So yeah, I would very much like to hear from Pandora, because Pandora, I was worried about Pandora. Pandora comes here. It's like one of our people. And, I went off on the five for doing that to her. And although the five do that kind of shit a lot and take credit for it a lot, apparently not this time. I'm good. It's hot as fuck.
I think the idea of lying about something like this is still along the lines of mental health crisis as doing something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. Yeah.
It's a mess, but I think it just goes to show that witch talk isn't about witchcraft. It's about who can make who hate who the most.
Yeah, most of the time. It's legit. I do manage to teach some witchcraft out here, but we'll get involved in the shit too.
So I'm a total noob here. I don't know anything about anybody, but do you think maybe she did that to make those other people seem more powerful, like they had the power to make somebody do that to themselves? Like, do you think it's like a deep conspiracy, or just kind of random?
I think that they have been harassing her so much, and she's always talking about them pushing people to unalive themselves, that she was like, it's more of like, I'll show you type of thing. Like,
Okay.
you guys are dangerous, and I'm going to show the world how dangerous you are. Like that's what I'm thinking this stemmed from.
Okay.
But not actual that it was witchcraft that made this happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, they were definitely harassing her, and I was sent a lot of screenshots. But yeah, I think it was kind of to make them look bad for making her do that, which, like, you don't have to.
So she still doesn't like them either.
No.
Yeah, she still doesn't
Okay.
like them.
Okay.
But you don't really have to lift a thumb to make the five look bad, because that's all they do. They're bad. A complete noob as well. This group was the friendliest to me. So oh, hey, Matt. How are you? Trying to get caught up without getting caught up.
Yeah, she came into my live the other day talking about, how she doesn't understand why people just won't block them, and she refers to them as the others. And I was just like, why does it matter? And then she was like insistent on defending herself about participation in fundraising drives and things that she has claimed to do for the community. But I was like, why do you need to defend yourself though? Like, why, if it's a lie and you know it's a lie, why are you defending yourself against the bullshit if you know it's bullshit?
Yeah.
That's a lot of energy to expel just to prove. And in her doing that proof of her lineage, she exposed so much personal information in doing that. Like that her kids' social security numbers are in there, her address, everything is in there.
Well, that's
Wow.
stupid. Oh my god. I mean, at least redacted. Fuck.
And that's why people were telling her, like, you need to take it down. And she was like, no, because all she thought was like, the nudes that were in there. But like there was actually a lot of conversations, a lot of questionable conversations, a lot of conversations that made her look just as guilty as them in a lot of ways. And then there was very private information. Her kids, all of her kids, and her mother's phone number, her like everything. And I was like, oh my God. Just to try to prove them wrong in something.
They could like just fucked up your kid's entire credit history. They're gonna get like people gonna take out credit cards in your kids' names and fucking rack up debt.
I've heard about that happening.
Yeah,
It does happen.
I've heard about parents doing that, in the hood and stuff, taking out cards in their kids' name.
Like she has a little index card with her name, her middle initial, her last name, her social security number, and then all of her kids, and then her mother, and her mother's phone number.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh no, that's very dangerous to have leaked out. And she did it herself. She posted that video herself, and then she pinned it.
Oh my God!
But hopefully she's in her coma listening and goes and deletes the goddamn video.
Yeah. Well, that's
So
crazy.
she's still in a coma?
Yeah,
Allegedly.
she'll be in a coma till Friday.
Okay.
Allegedly. Skunk Trapper's ex-wife did that to him. Oh my God. That must have been crazy.
But I don't know. It seems weird, just like social media. Like I know some people do come in to actually want to learn witchcraft. Some people come in because they are actually seeking. Some people come in because they actually have knowledge to share. And then you have a shit ton of people coming in because they saw a TV show that made witches look really powerful and cool. And it's such a like hard campus to navigate because you have people with really good gift of gab that make anything sound real and good because they know how to use words.
So Matt's asking, did she schedule when she's coming out of the coma?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a medically induced coma, so they can bring them out when they want. Which is just, it's not procedure, I'm told. That, if they pump your stomach, they don't put you in a medically induced coma. That's the rules, I guess. And they rarely do pumping the stomach anyways these days. They induce vomiting. It's more done more than pumping the stomach. That's like an old thing. She bankrupted my ass, hence X. Yeah, that'd do it.
Like none of it's real. No one's backtracking. No one's lying except for Pandora.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and at this point, like she went off on a word vomit tangent on me yesterday, then blocked me, And like, how dare you? Because I said, can you verify, if you want me to keep fighting for this, can you verify she's in the hospital? Like, send me a picture of her armband or something. And then that got misconstrued into me demanding to see a picture of her in her hospital bed, which I specifically did not ask for. Then she blocks me, and then literally minutes later, someone messages me saying Pandora just sent me this picture of her in a coma in the hospital. And they send it to me, and it's clearly fucking AI.
A bullshit detector going off. Yeah, Mia says that stomach pumping is not done anymore. Yeah, I heard of that forever. That's like 50s reference or something.
Not only that, the ventilator in the picture is a silent ventilator.
Mia,
So
did you
that
catch the
story that she posted with the ventilator sounds completely gotten off of YouTube like everyone suspected.
Mm-hmm. And that shit can be tracked down so easily, man. Guys got to get better at your deception. It's treated at a medication or supportive care. Yeah. Don't get me started on that picture. Is it worse than Mitch McConnell's?
Well, let's say the quiet part out loud. Why would a family member send a picture to a complete fucking stranger on the goddamn internet of their loved one in a coma just to prove they're in a coma?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's ringing the bullshit bells.
It's raining. You really need to spend a couple weeks in the hospital to see what's really going on.
I'm
Like
offended.
real mental health check.
Mhm. And like I said before, it's like when you do that, you're taking away from actual victims. When you fake shit like that, because now the next victim that comes along and says something like that, I'm gonna be going, I don't know, man. I don't believe you.
Yeah, they're gonna tell that person they're full of shit.
Yep. Yep.
Unfortunately, if she ever is in real danger, she's not going to get the help because we're all going to be like, sure
Yep.
thing.
Yep.
How does one get brainwaves through hanging hair? Absolutely. I don't think that's possible. Medically or scientifically, it's some bullshit. So, like, if you're gonna be full of shit, you got to get better at it. People can figure out if it's AI now. They can search sounds that you post and find out where they came from. All that shit. Girl who cried wolf. Yeah, it sounded like it. And it's fucked up because, got me involved in her shit. Because I believed her. Because she was, really up with her.
I don't even know who's circulating those images for real, where they're coming from for real. I cannot say, but I know that they're circulating and they're clearly AI.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just fucking weird.
Mia says even the way the pic is taken was the sister standing on top of her. I haven't seen the picture yet, but hopefully somebody will forward me that.
What's the other side is how many people who are actually hurt by her actions.
Absolutely. Well, I jumped in boots first into a fucking pile of shit. The EKG leads are placed completely wrong. Yeah, I heard that too.
Was it boots first or was it head first?
Boots first. I always jump in boots first.
No, I did too, because it's not the first time someone's saying that they had to go to, that they wanted to hurt themselves because of these women's actions. Yeah. This is a common thing. Like, there are multiple people that have came to me privately to express this when they were targeting me, and I was like, I'd rather them target me than target someone else who's vulnerable. God, honest truth, I'd rather them target me because I could take it. I think it's so utterly ridiculous and just asinine in the behaviors, right? Like, don't give a fuck. It does not affect me. But some people just can't handle that type of pressure, that type of hatred, and, picking at their body type, picking at what they look like, sending CPS to their homes, trying to, all the things that they were doing. So when you get word of, hey, once again, someone's pushed to the edge, and the truth is, she was pushed to this edge. Whether like this is not normal psychological behavior. No one's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to stage my own self unalivement attempt to get people to understand these people are dangerous.
Yeah, that's a bold strategy, Cotton. You have to see how that works out. Hey, Mia.
Hello there, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is the thing. So a lot of things have been said, right? And Ursula's 100% correct. And let me just clarify that, you know, we were all brought into this. I got a phone call on the 24th at 8:42 a.m. on my Facebook from Pandora's Facebook account, who were not even mutuals on Facebook. I didn't answer it because I was at work, I was doing my morning truck checkout, what have you. So I quickly text her, hey, I'm at work. That's why I can't answer. And then she sent me the message that she has sent everyone that was very much giving an indication. She didn't make a direct threat, but it was implied, right? It was implied. We've all seen it. I became so concerned. I started calling her back. She wouldn't answer. I messaged her a bunch of times, wouldn't answer. I don't know, maybe like an hour or two later, I reached out to Ursa and I was like, hey, can you get a hold of her? Have you talked to her? Because I can't get a hold of her. I don't know where she lives. I don't know anybody who's related to her. I couldn't report it if I wanted to. And
Yeah.
Ursa was truly concerned. We all were, and then at like 7 p.m. that evening, I got the update from the quote unquote sister. And nothing made sense from the beginning. And like Ursa has said many times, everybody has said it. I can't say for certain that this is a lie or it's true. But that picture was the thing that sent me right over the edge. There is nothing medically correct about that picture. There's been nothing medically correct about any of this story. As somebody who's been in the field for so long, we don't pump stomachs anymore. And it's not even called that. It's called a gastric lavage. We don't say that. Who's TV? That's where they get the stomach pumping thing from.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
can it be performed on sometimes, maybe on some rare occasions, but like you said, they induce vomiting or they give activated charcoal, right? Well, we treat those type of ODs with medication, with antidotes, just like an opioid antidote would be treated with Narcan. This type of antidote, I don't want to say the details, but there's an antidote for what she allegedly took, right? None of that was mentioned. None of it. And
Yeah.
the medically induced coma does not make any sense in this situation at all whatsoever.
Well, and
So,
somebody that knows her name and knows where she lives told me that there's only 2 hospitals in that area, and they called both of those hospitals, and that person has not been admitted to the hospital.
there you go. There you go. And she was supposedly transported by EMS. EMS is going to take her to the closest facility, period. Period. There is no discussion about that. Can you make the argument that she lives in a rural area and maybe this hospital isn't equipped with certain equipment? I guess you can make that argument, but nothing adds up at all. And I'm pissed because we all got dragged into this shit against our will.
Yeah.
To put that on someone's shoulders is not okay.
I thought I was standing up for a friend,
Right, exactly. And I agree. For somebody to do this, either way, she's unwell. This isn't a normal thing to do, and to take it as far as to circulate a picture to complete strangers. Who would do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I never want to say that anyone's lying because it's not my place to say that, but I can tell you as it's not from what I know, it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ask questions to this person who's reaching out to strangers, sharing personal information, then they get all pissed off. Well, you're the one telling everybody.
Yeah.
We don't want to know. I don't want to know. Nobody wants. This is very private information. Like, why? Yeah, yeah. Not to beat a dead horse or nothing, but
It's like we have enough real drama out here, you know? Don't be faking drama.
exactly. Exactly. She could have made the point she wanted to make without having to do all this. She would have, if I would have answered that phone call and she told me that she was thinking about doing this, I would have, of course, had her get help. I would have sent somebody to her house. I would have, whatever I could have done to help her. People would have helped her. There was no
Yeah.
need for this. No need.
Absolutely. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, talking about the fuckery in our witch community. That's nonstop and continuous
Oh yeah.
and always and forever.
You know, I just feel bad that, like, I think this was probably the final straw when it comes to her being allowed in people's spaces. Like,
Yeah.
she like self ostracized.
I don't understand why she would do something like this. And not only that, but you know, things can be easily, I mean, I suppose things can be disproven in a sense. What does she think people are gonna think of her? You know, and not only that, the people that she's supposedly trying to rally against to say they do this, she's not helping that situation at all. She's making it worse. She's giving them more to say that she's a liar, which is what they've been saying from the beginning.
So now, even though they were harassing her, the entire situation looks like a lie.
Correct.
Even though, you know, the harassment was true. They were absolutely harassing.
Correct. But calling somebody a liar and then you go and you lie on top of that, like you're just proving them right.
Yeah.
No, I don't get it. What a shit sandwich.
Yeah, we all took a bite.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think I do believe, like, listen, what she did, so not out of the scope of what she would do. That still doesn't remove the fact that they are absolutely that despicable.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Like, they're over there gloating, I'm innocent, blah, 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 and bringing up shit from other people who were hospitalized. Like, she posted, I was sent a video that Celtic Hex posted about being innocent and then making fun of Aramid's hospital stay that she was pushed into. And the only reason why her name even was attached to it is when it happened, I didn't say anything. I did not give a name. Aramid herself a year later came back and said that it was her. But last night she makes a video claiming her innocence and then starts mocking Aramid and her grippy sock vacation, which was really just a camping trip or something, and that they had called her husband to verify. So during that time, Mystic Miami was the one targeting Aramid, and then Mystic Miami is claiming to have reached out to her husband. You're the one pushing the woman to seek mental help, and you reach out to her husband? Am I the only one who sees that and thinks that's absolutely fucking disgusting?
Well, everything
That's
they
like
do is
someone
extremely.
unaliving someone and showing up to their funeral.
Yeah. Everything they do, everything everybody does, is plays out very publicly. It's there for everyone to see. So if anybody has any questions or concerns, they could just look for themselves.
So
all
Lisa
there.
Lu's saying that Aramid was one of the 5.
Well,
That's
didn't
been
she come
known.
in a box? Didn't she come in a box yesterday and attest for that herself?
That's old news. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, we knew that. And then Lou is apparently having a beef with Lisa Lou in the chat.
Yeah, because that's all Lisa Lou does is stir shit. Like, she loves the taste of shit, which is why she's always blocked.
So she's trying to get in, trying to get a job with the 5. She wants to be the 6.
She tries so fucking. She's been doing it for years. It's obviously not working, girl. You're never gonna be let in the club. But keep doing your minion shit. I
You're
do
not
believe
popular.
there is a self-help group for the minions of Celtic Hex and Mystic Miami. I do believe that there has been an official self-help group.
First of
Lady,
all, you
reach out
need
to
some help
Ladybug.
with all the bullshit lies.
What
Third of
lie?
all,
What lie?
everything you're saying is a lie, just like your friend Pandora.
Let's
Everything you're saying is a lie,
specifically.
just to gain attention.
Let's not speak in vague terms. What specifically am I lying about?
Everything that comes out of your mouth, Ursa,
Everything
is a
is
lie,
vague.
including your medical advice to people.
Everything is vague. So go ahead.
You're unlicensed professional giving medical advice on TikTok. Everything that you say on here for 2 years, I've only been interacting with for 2 years, and everything that you do is a fucking lie. You fucking get on a subject and you harp on
Can you
it for
say something
attention.
specific instead of saying generalized?
No, because it's
statements as
everything. It's
Yeah, because you're full of
everyone.
shit.
Everyone you
You're full of
focus
shit.
on.
You're full of shit.
Everyone.
Everyone. Okay.
Yeah. You're rude to
Name
people.
everyone.
You're
Name
rude to
something
people.
specific.
You're a fucking mean-spirited ass fucking woman. You really are.
Is it because I wouldn't accept you into my circle?
No, I don't want to be accepted by you. Why can't you get it through your fucking thick skull? I don't want to be liked by people like you.
Say
You're
something
a nasty
specific,
fucking
then.
person.
Say something
I don't want to
specific.
be liked by you at all.
Say something specific. Can you?
Yes, there's 2 years of evidence on you. Fucking
Okay,
on
show
here.
it. Say one
Slandering
thing.
people.
Why can't you
Slandering
conjure
people.
one thing?
Making up lies. Calling them the five when they're not the five.
Who called them the five?
You and Birch have been on here
I
for the
didn't
past
fucking
2
call
weeks
them the
talking
five.
about
I
it.
actually see. This is what I'm talking about. You're spreading bullshit. I never said they were the five. I actually told Birch to
Oh,
stop
now
calling them the
they're
five.
not the five.
I said they are not the five.
And you know what? I'm not
You're
a part
in here
of any
screen
group.
recording, but can't record shit because I specifically said they are not the five. But they're a completely
You
different
did
group of
this
people.
whole narrative
You're
2 years
dumb
ago.
at
You
this
got on
point.
this soapbox,
You're
the
dumb at
same
this point.
soapbox,
You're
talking
just dumb
about
at
somebody was hurting themselves over these women. They don't even fucking talk about you. Nobody fucking is worried about you, and all you do is sit here and talk about people. Talk about yourself. Talk about yourself.
You are so confused. I feel
No,
sorry
I'm
for
not.
you.
I am not
Apparently you are.
confused.
Apparently you are.
No, I'm not. But I'm
Okay.
not anything that comes out of your mouth about me. I'm not any of them.
Okay, you're not in here every day screen recording because you
No,
were outed. Yes,
I
you
did.
were outed last night
Well,
for
a
doing
bullshit
it.
lie.
Okay,
But I didn't screen report. I haven't been screen recording for nothing. Like nothing.
Sure. See, when I make
I
claims,
mean, what am I
give
gonna do? Go, oh, look. Like everybody else can't see the shit
when
too.
I make claims, I give specifics. Why can't you, Lisa Lou?
You didn't give specifics when you were saying the five. You weren't talking about.
I never said the
It
five.
turned
I
out that
actually
it wasn't
asked-
fucking
I
true,
asked
right?
Birch to
It's
stop
not
calling
true.
them the five.
And Lou,
Are
you
you
can suck
dense?
my nargas.
Can you
Fucking
hear
dumbass.
English? When did you ever hear me call them the five? If you were in here listening as much as you're in here, you would have heard me ask Birch to stop
Well, don't
calling them
speak
the
to me.
five. But
If
you
I have
can't
you
get that
blocked,
through your head.
the
You're a
thing
liar.
is that
And you're
everything out of
slow.
your mouth is a lie, just as much as your friend Pandora.
You're slow. You're smooth.
No,
brain.
you're slow.
You're smooth brain.
Your sister's in Mensa, not you.
My sister's not in Mensa.
Okay.
Hey, Mom. Is my sister in Mensa? Is my sister in Mensa?
That's probably not even your mom.
Oh, no.
Who knows? Your whole life is a lie. Your whole life is a lie. You're probably fucking lying. You lie about everything. Even that fucking face that you put on there is a fucking mask. Because you're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar.
I'm laughing because you're not my mother.
That's probably not her mother. I don't give a damn. You can call me all the bitches and say whatever you want about me. Tell me to sit and spin all you want. I don't give a fuck about that, okay? Because that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that you guys spin a narrative. That's what you need to sit and spin on. Spin on the lies.
Okay, You guys can unmute yourselves in a second, but as a priest, I have certain powers that are placed upon me that I am given, and they are now the five. I have dubbed them the five. So we can stop having that argument because now they're the five. Go ahead, unmute yourselves.
Don't do the sign of
Sir,
the cross.
you
What?
might have a go at me
Mommy
for this,
on the
Ursa,
Bisco?
but you know what I would call them? At
What?
some point, it's going to reach the 9.
No, I dubbed them the hags. They're named the hags. The
Go on.
hags of witch talk.
Proud
And
of
that's
it.
what I call them. That's what they're
Yes.
written as in my books.
No,
They-
Nomnio Nabisco. In name of
I'm gonna call them the
the.
five
Yeah, okay. What the fuck?
What really, really, really I find funny is that you're in here so much and you get the details that you're reporting back wrong. Like, how do you manage to do that?
Everything you say is wrong. So how do you manage to do that?
Okay, sure.
Everything you say is wrong.
Everything you say is
including recommending St. John's wort to somebody that might be on a mental health medicine. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Who did I recommend St. John's wort to someone? When? When did I ever recommend for anyone to ingest St. John's wort?
You shouldn't do that.
When did I? When did you just claimed I did? When?
You did. You're
When?
like, yeah, use my happy oil. Like, what the fuck?
No, no. See, you can't even. This is what I'm talking about. You're just fucking regurgitating half nonsense.
Really?
You sound more like
Really?
Pandora than Pandora does at this point. Because what
It's
do I
not-
talk about?
everybody knows it's
the
true.
only time
Everybody
I've
knows
ever
it's
talked about
true.
St. John's wort was talking about my magic
Literally?
frosting, which you don't ingest. So
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, you give it like hold it. Are you licensed?
Yes.
Where?
It's
Go
not
look it
internal
up.
medicine.
Go look
It's
it up.
It's not internal medicine. She doesn't need a license for
She
topical. application.
shouldn't be giving medical advice. Like seriously,
What medical
as
advice?
nasty and all this bullshit that she's doing online, she shouldn't be giving it.
What medical advice
period.
have you, other than making it up, actually think of something that I actually did do so we could talk about that?
I witnessed you telling somebody that was asking you questions about your oil. I can't pinpoint the exact time because I don't screen record everything. Okay,
Only
so
some things? You only screen
I was
record
there,
some things?
and you were telling them to take St. John's wort, and then they were going on on their mental health and stuff.
Okay, that's not real. That did not happen,
It
and that's
happened.
not true.
It did happen.
This right here is
It's dangerous.
the only thing that I have that includes St. John's wort, and this is
And so that does not
pain-relieving
absorb through the
balm.
skin.
This is a pain relieving balm and it's registered with the FDA. You could look up my FEI number on your
Yeah,
fucking
but
own.
Ursa,
Look it up.
okay, medications are made from
Look it up.
from
Look
certain
it
plants
up.
and flowers, right?
You are not
So
telling
there's
me nothing.
contraindications when you're taking certain medications, right? Or you're putting it on your skin because it can be absorbed through the skin.
Oh my God.
Everything has a contraindication. Everything.
Well, why don't you go to the fucking website and look at it? Then you see my name on this account. This is a registered legal entity. Go look it up. It will give you my phone number, my address, my FEI number, and my macro number. Go look it the fuck up.
Right? No. I'm just gonna let you do your own thing.
Really quick here.
You do it. You do your thing. But here's the thing.
No, here's
Work
the
your
thing.
business.
Here's the thing. It's my turn now. It's my show.
No, Bart's
I
is
mute
trying to
myself
speak.
in a second.
Bart's is trying to speak.
Yeah. Well, she's not. She's muted. So, I would like to ask Aunt Marta if she's here, because Aunt Marta does have a license in these things. With regard, if you're there, Aunt Marta.
Yeah.
With regard to contraindications, would that apply to topical applications?
Be more specific with your question.
She's saying that Ursa shouldn't have suggested a topical product with St. John's wort for somebody that's on psychotic medication or something like that.
It does have some contraindications here and
SSRIs.
there, but I don't know about topical use. Topical use probably doesn't count in the same way as ingesting St. John's wort. So, you know, as long as it's legal, and it sounds like it's legal, I don't see why she wouldn't be allowed to suggest it personally.
Thank you. Thank you. An actual expert on those opinions that you all have. She is licensed. Okay.
So
Okay.
I
So
do
am I.
have licensing on my products. I have, which is why all the ingredients on my products are listed not only on the bottles but on the website. I am legally required to maintain an adverse reaction log, which is out of the thousands of magic frostings I have sold over the past 3 years. Anytime someone has an adverse reaction, I am to log it and report it to the FDA using the macro portal. So
Yeah, the
anytime
only
anyone
adverse
has a
thing-
question regarding my legal business, I will be happy to answer the questions.
Yeah, the only adverse things that I know about with St. John's wort is that sometimes the birth control pills don't work and SPF sunscreens don't work.
Yeah, they increase your photosensitivity.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So you know, but I've never heard it being actually dangerous for anybody to take. It might make some things not work, but nobody's gonna have a bad reaction.
SSRIs aren't the only antidepressants, and there is an interaction from because it mimics that. I'm just saying.
And we're just saying you're wrong. We're just telling you that you're wrong. That's all. You're just
I'm
wrong.
not going to go on arguing about it because I've been in the field for a long time.
No, because you were
As
proven
far as
wrong. and didn't
medical
like
and
it. You got
medicine,
nothing to
I'm
say
very
now.
good at it. Yes, and I don't care if you want to put me down. That's fine. Call me bitch, whatever.
But hey, you know what? Just go ahead and report me. Report me to
I'm
the
not gonna
USDA.
report you.
You're
You're
a
gonna-
nurse.
you're gonna
You have
hang
to
your own
you
self.
have to report me to
Fucking rotten fruit.
USDA.
No, I'm not reporting shit.
You have to. It's by law. You have to.
No, I don't. If you say you're legit, you're legit. I'm not buying your products. But what I'm saying is make sure that you know what you're doing.
Wendy, report me to the FDA and the USDA.
Wendy?
Do it. Yeah, I'm talking to Wendy in the chat. Do you not see her on her backup account?
Yeah, you can't make any medical claims, so
Thank you
that
for
is
confirming
true.
that was Wendy's backup account, by the way.
I know. I don't know if it was her backup account. I don't know who that is, but it's the truth.
So,
I stand behind that statement.
Well, you were just proved wrong, so
No, I wasn't. Prove wrong by who?
Tiger Balm makes medical claims on their product. I think
Tiger Balm isn't going to interact with a antidepressant. Period.
neither is any.
But you know, you can get a reaction from even a Tylenol. But here's the thing: if you're mixing herbs, supplements with
ingestible.
regular medication that people have to be on, you have to be very
That
careful. There's a very fine line.
Ingestibles. Ingestibles.
So it doesn't absorb through your skin. How does it
It
work?
does. Of course it absorbs into your skin because that's how it gives the pain relief.
Okay. Thank
Listen,
you.
go back to school. But it doesn't get into your bloodstream where it fucking
Yes,
affects
it
your
does.
brain.
That's your biggest organ is your skin.
Oh my god. I
I'm
can't.
sorry. I'm
I
about to
can't.
jump out of my skin here. I'm sorry. Are you a medical professional, Miss Lisa Lou?
Yes.
What medical professional are you? What degree?
None of your
or-
business.
Yeah. Well, you don't sound like one, number one. And the way you are
you can't
conducting
just say you're a
yourself
medical
as a
professional
medic,
and not
the
back
way you
it
are
Oh,
conducting
shut
yourself
up, Mia. It's not your
is
show.
completely. I didn't say it was.
Okay, well, nobody
completely
cares what you
inappropriate
have
and
to say
unethical.
because
It
you're
is
the
just
know-all, the
unethical.
know-all,
You
and
are
it's
you
all
bet your
about
ass I am.
Respectfully, you're also
Absolutely.
acting like it's your show at the moment too.
I'm not yelling or insulting you. I'm asking a question. And I'm saying, I'm pointing out the obvious. If you are a medical professional and hold a license in whatever state, the way you are conducting yourself is reprehensible and can be subject to complaint and revoking of your license to practice whatever medicine you are claiming to practice. That is what I'm saying. So you can keep acting this way. I am just advising you on what is the reality of the situation. You don't understand the way medication is absorbed either through the skin, orally, or through the mucous membranes. You don't understand it because what you're saying is completely incorrect. Completely incorrect. So if you're a medical professional, then express yourself and speak like one. And when you're going to make a claim, use the correct words and speak like a medical professional.
Also, to be fair, everyone has technically taken over Birch's life. So it is technically Birch's show.
Well, there really wasn't much going on, so look at the ratings. Keep fighting. I don't care.
Yeah, go on.
The FDA regulates cosmetic use, which are the oils. Any tincture, balm, tea blend that I make that carries medicinal use is regulated by the USDA. I have an FEI number. Do you know what that is? I have to report yearly to MACRA. Do you know what that is? You don't. So if you want to keep trying to defame my business, we could go that route. And I will show you what I do to everyone who tries to defame my business. You want to talk shit on me and my character and my personality? Go right ahead. I don't care. But when you want to defame my business and my products, we're talking a lawsuit, baby.
I just have one thing to say, and then I'll hop out of the box. Or two things, actually. One, she has to have a separate insurance just to have something that stays on the skin versus being washed off. That's a separate rider on her insurance for her to carry products like that. So I know that she has that. I've heard her say it before, too. So you have to have that. And then, two, just like with elderberry and beta blockers, I'm on beta blockers, right? I can't ingest anything that has elderberry in it because it messes with the beta blockers. But I can put in an ointment or I can put something on my skin that has elderberry in it because your body absorbs it in different ratios and different systems are absorbing it. It affects the body differently. So something that could be ingested, it literally changes. That's why you can have, that's why we have different medicines that go directly on your skin versus when you orally take or anally take or however it is you have to take it.
Sublingually, everything.
Just like you can't take statins and drink citrus. It affects the way that, excuse me, the statin works. You're absolutely correct. Not everything is the same. Not everything. Medicines can be absorbed through the skin. There are transdermal patches. That is a thing. But it depends on the size of the molecule and how that medication is delivered, what vehicle it is used to transport through to penetrate that barrier. It's a very broad subject. So just to say, speak in generalities like that is just incorrect. It's just wrong. Largely wrong.
Well, to this comment, this is how we get to wisdom. People have to go back and forth and argue these things out. And by the way, the one that said it was a Jerry Springer thing, ding, ding, ding. Go ahead.
And I think that's what upsets me the most is the behavior, right? Like we can have discussions, we can have debates. Yeah. It is the absolute atrocious behavior of the yelling and the vulgarity that just kills me. That's why I stepped away from Witch Talk, because I can't deal with this type of stuff. It's ridiculous. There's no need for it. To get up in a box and start screaming at somebody to eat shit or what, and be a professional at that. Like it's just, yeah.
Well, and on that, Lisa, like when you yell at your phone, it overloads and you sound like crap. So it's best not to yell to make your point, because it overloads your microphone.
Anyway, I just jumped in the box to provide a little clarification on the situation that we were discussing earlier. you know, and I truly hope that in that case, I hope all parties are okay. I really do. I don't wish any harm on anyone. You know, let's just hope that this resolves peacefully and that everybody is okay. That's all we can do, right? Light a candle and move forward. Thanks, Birch, for letting me up in the live, and peace. Bye. Be kind
Wait,
to
before
each
you
other,
go,
people.
Mia,
Yeah,
Mia,
yeah.
before you go, what I was doing, I sent Birch this earlier, um, but it's like whenever I was saying of how it feels like, how it feels as though everyone is treating each other on Witch Talk. It seriously feels like the Mean Girls with Regina George just writing in a diary, just screaming at each other. It's like she's
I
the
know.
most fogliest little
For
slut.
someone has been someone who's been called the Regina George of Witch Talk, which I take as a badge of honor. I agree, and there's no need. The mean girl behavior, I get why people do it. They think they're being cool. They think they're going to get clicks and views, you know. But it comes to a point where, number one, after a certain age, the mean girl behavior is just not cute at all whatsoever. And it's just it's not what goal are we trying to accomplish, right? And in today's world, with everything that's happening right now in our environment, in our country, this working against each other
Yeah,
is
I
not is not
agree. We really don't need to fight amongst ourselves right now.
no. We are being targeted all over in every which way,
Yep.
and
Yep.
it's only going to get worse. And people are losing sight of the bigger fight. You know, you don't have to like each other.
What I'm not understanding is how the topic is lying about unaliving oneself turns into something about my products.
Because it has to. Everything
Because
has
you're
to be
on
turned
here
into
on a soapbox still trying to look for a way to blame others for her behavior.
What does my products have to do with Pandora lying about unaliving herself?
You're trying to sell a product, yet you're on here lying.
When have I tried to sell a product in this conversation?
Not in this conversation, but every single day
Why
on
can't you
TikTok,
stay
on a live,
on topic?
while running the narrative that, running a lie, pretty much.
What lie, though? What lie?
About your friend.
Who's my friend?
Pandora.
Since
Were
when
you
is that
on here
bitch my
earlier?
friend?
Because we were literally talking about how
I
the story
heard
doesn't
her
add up.
saying that she lied
Oh
about
my!
being in a medically induced coma and that there's AI pictures floating around. But like for like 2 weeks, it was like a tirade. You know,
2 weeks?
you're yeah, it's been a while now. I don't know. It's been going on. I
No,
don't really pay
no,
attention
that's
to my work and stuff. But
that's incorrect. That's
Blessings,
incorrect.
beautiful
oh,
beloved.
Mia, shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. The
Lisa,
fuck?
Leave me alone.
Lisa Lou.
Leave me
Leave me
alone,
alone.
Mia. Leave me alone. You're blocked. Leave
Emotional
me alone.
self-control. Let's
I
exercise
don't. I
emotional
don't.
self-control.
Fuck.
What?
I don't
What?
respond. I don't respond
What
to
you
this
just
type of
said.
Blah,
behavior.
blah, blah, blah. You're
Yeah.
talking over people. Shut up.
What Mia said
What were you
was
saying?
extremely moving, and it's something that everybody needs to gravitate back
Thank
towards.
you, Lux.
There is
Yes.
Thank you, Lux.
too many things going
Yes,
on.
we
right
need
now.
to
We gotta get
gravitate
together.
back towards being fucking bullies, right? Is that what you're doing?
What?
Do it. Who are you?
I don't understand. It's not English.
You want to go to the?
Anyway,
Who are you?
I don't understand. It's not English.
You want to go to the
Anyway,
Lux spot?
bye guys. Bye.
No.
Bye. Lisa, do
Thank
you need
God.
a Snickers?
Yeah.
You need a Snickers, Lisa?
And everybody, all of us, we've known each other for years now. We may not have all broken.
I remember. Yes, I remember.
Okay, well,
Yes.
listen, let me finish my statement, sweetheart.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't understand what Pandora has to do with Quad's items. Everybody knows Pandora has always been a pathological liar,
Okay.
and she only shows up whenever there's drama.
So Ursa gets on these soapboxes where she thinks she's doing something, but she's just hurting herself. So that whole narrative was a lie, and it just made your credibility shoot right out of the fucking window. right? Because it's a lie.
How? I always said I
And
didn't believe
it's
it from the
like,
beginning.
you know, people could not even be even worried about you or anything, and you still bring up
What does that have to do with me?
friend group. It's like
I'm
you're so
confused.
obsessed with them. It really does look like you're really obsessed. And I'm not a part of any friend group, honestly.
What does Pandora lying about self-harming due to them pushing her have to do with me?
Because it was a lie.
Whether it was a lie or true, it's still fucking reprehensible, and it was still caused by
It's
them
awful
harassing her.
to use somebody's mental health and to get on here and say, you know, tell the story like you have been to plug your business. It's awful. You
I'm
shouldn't
plugging
use
my business
somebody's
now.
mental health to gain traction to your business.
You think that's
Plug
what's
your
happening?
businesses or plug your classes or plug.
See it because I haven't done it.
So you haven't been talking about it.
I have been saying what was relayed to me about Pandora, and since the beginning of it, I said this is not verified. If it's a lie or true, Pandora's going to have to explain herself if it's a lie. If it's true, I hope she pulls through, is what I've been saying the entire time. And never once in those conversations have I ever plugged anything.
So you haven't pushed your business.
No.
That's a lie.
Birch, did you not grant me permission to talk about my products?
Yes, and you did it 2 times.
I've
That's a
never
lie.
heard her mention her products at all.
That's not a lie. Fuck you.
Is it a lie?
dare
I have
you
the
promote
screen
yourself?
recordings. I
And
get
Bert,
the. I
you're doing
give
it
like,
too. You've been pushing the witch classes. I mean, I understand.
This is why.
It's his platform. Of course he
It's
is.
his page.
My show. I'll fucking plug everything. I got.
But it's somebody's mental health. So is it right that you go off the coattails of somebody's mental health?
And this is not medical, not
Watchers
legal
or followers.
Doesn't matter what we're talking about. It's my show. I plug my shit, and other people plug their shit too.
Yeah, they do. Books and everything else. It's deplorable.
Yeah. Whenever he gives permission for us to do it, we absolutely do it. Why the fuck not? Why do you think we make them?
So it's publicity.
His show is
Yeah, I guess even negative attraction to your business
bringing
is
that
good
in here.
right?
Well, I mean, okay. So
I
what's
mean,
the
you
point
sit
of
there and
distracting
blame other
yourself?
people, but don't you think that this person with mental health issues, after hearing you guys talk about it on the internet, on TikTok, do you think this is going to make the
19
situation
people in
any
here.
better?
There was 19 people in here when you got in the box and started yelling. And there's now 43. I think it's a
Good.
perfect time
Good.
for Birch. I
Hear
think
what I had
it's a
to say.
perfect time for Birch to plug his witch school.
So
Yeah, I know. Coming in here because of Lisa.
Uncle
Just gonna
Bert's
say.
coming to you
do
live
you
from New
think do you
Orleans.
think it was? Oh, sorry, you got to plug your.
Live from New Orleans with this colorful cast of witches, reminding you that Level 1 Witch School is available at a reduced price for the first time in history and for a limited time. Get on over there to witchschool.com or gumroad.com/witchschool. It's up there in my profile link. And be sure and check me out at HexFest. Come on over to New Orleans the 7th through the 9th. I'll be performing at HexFest. And it's a grand old time. Get to hexfest.com and check that out. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Go ahead.
So how do you think talking about her situation is making it any better? And you're sitting there accusing people of harassing her when nobody's had anything to do with her in months.
Really, because, you know, I find it interesting that you say that, because the other day when I got word that she had done this and I didn't know if it was real or not, I went ahead and downloaded every video from Mystic Miami's YouTube and saved it in a folder for her family to be able to sue the shit out of them and press charges on them for
So
inciting
you don't think that those
self-harm.
videos were in response to something where she stuck her nose
Well,
where
you-
she didn't
you
belong?
just
Like, you don't
said-
think
you
those were in
just said-
response? Because
you
the only
just
videos
said-
that I've ever seen that Mystic
you
Miami
just
has
said-
made has been in response to people.
Then you're not looking, and you just said
No,
that they don't
I
talk
am
about
looking.
her.
Actually, I
You
am
just
looking.
said they don't talk about her, but now there's a segue into, well, don't you think that was a fucking response? Make up your mind which story you're going to stick with, because they have
Any
been
video
actively
that they have
harassing her.
posted it is in response to somebody's bull crap.
Oh, so when she posted the video of her ancestry showing her lineage,
that is way
Miami
beyond. She has been trying to post that forever.
That was
because
posted 5 days ago.
That
was posted.
She has been trying to post that forever. That has been years ago.
5 days ago, that was posted. 5.
Because she's still trying to prove what she is.
Why? Because Mystic Miami is constantly degrading her lineage. So you're lying. You're either lying
because
or
she's constantly
you're
sticking her. She's constantly scheming and making up stories and talking about her in lives. Before that, nobody even talk. When they have lives that nobody's even hardly even saying anything.
We talk about real shit. Why is there a video that was posted 8 days ago with my face on it?
I don't know.
Mystic Miami. Yeah, exactly.
Probably because you're talking shit about her.
You're full of shit.
It's in response to what you're doing.
You're full of shit.
It's in response. Everything she's posts is in response to somebody doing something to her.
Oh my gosh, she's such a victim.
Or getting on lives and talking about them.
Wait a minute.
They're not people that you're trying to paint them to be, though.
Doesn't she have me blocked?
Just because, it's okay to not like somebody. You don't have to get on a soapbox and make up stories to make them look bad. Just like I don't have to get on my TikTok and make up stories to make you look bad because you make yourself look bad. You make yourself look bad. I don't have to do anything.
Currently telling a bunch of lies, speaking in generalities. You can't say anything specific, and the one thing you try to say specific, you're proven wrong.
It's not a lie, though.
It is a lie.
I do not have to get on my page to make you look bad because
you accused
make
me of
yourself
calling
look
them
bad.
the 5. You accused me of calling them the 5. I never did. You were proven wrong on that.
You did.
You accused me.
You
of
and
doing
Birch were on here running that narrative.
Was I calling them the 5?
Every action bears a consequence. So
exactly.
Crystal, as a matter of fact,
somebody.
As a matter of fact,
they can just get.
I love some justice work. I really
Crystal.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Did
ma'am.
we not get into not an argument, a conversation yesterday about the 5 and me telling you they're separate people? That happened. So again,
that was yesterday, but you weren't saying that before.
I was
yesterday, but
I have been.
And there's a bunch of free classes that Uncle Birch teaches on the Tube of You. If you want to go check that out,
check it out. Oh, Lord.
On the tail of somebody's mental health crisis, even if it was fake, it's still a mental health crisis.
No shit, and that's exactly what we're saying. Even if it is fake, it's still a fucking mental health crisis.
So you guys shouldn't be discussing it online. Like this should be behind the scenes.
No, absolutely not, because it's the people from this online space that are causing those mental health
She's not
crises.
causing. They're not even talking about it. They're just saying that they were accused of doing something and they're innocent. There's nothing wrong with that. What is wrong with standing up and saying I am innocent of what I'm being accused of?
Because they were posting and harassing her for weeks
and
on
she
end.
was doing the same,
defending herself.
No, they were defending themselves. She was making unwarranted videos. Like, it was unwarranted. Every space that she gets in, she talks about them. It's an obsession.
Oh, my lamb. This is a good part to plug myself.
Go ahead, do a plug.
So, if you go and you make a cross, I have a video. I will end up pinning it to the top of my page where people can go and do this homework assignment, and they can look at their entire life, their past, and their self, and they won't be able to be swayed by what anybody else says because you are comfortable in your own skin. You know exactly who you are. It does hurt whenever you get rejected by people. However, there are ways to avoid that. So, I hate that mental health is the real thing because the society that we live in, it's not conducive to our belief system. Everybody is so disconnected from nature and everything.
It's 5:30.
The true law.
I'm going right now.
So I can understand there is a lot of mental health issues in our practices and belief system. and that is not to be weaponized unless you're a P3 or DV, stuff of that nature.
I have to go. I have to get going. It's 5:20. I didn't realize, and I have to go get my make-believe mother some KFC that she wants for dinner.
Your fake mother?
You're not my mother.
Mom!
Crystal
Allegedly.
said hi, Mom.
Hi.
She said hi, Crystal.
So you're gonna get it? We'll pay for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Lou, shut up. God, Lou. You're another one. You got issues too. But you are not accountable for anybody else's actions but your own. If people feel so swayed to believe and think a certain way, that's on them. Do they not have that grounding within themselves? Yeah, exactly. Survival of the fittest. Okay.
So,
Marta too?
Well, let her
Yeah.
talk. If she has something to say, let her talk. But I told
Oh,
Sebastian.
there we
that
go.
everybody
That
wanted-
was a delay.
Okay. I think Marta's done. All right.
no,
Well, don't
I was
no.
just trying to fill the space. I just said so. But that's all.
I told Sebastian when I go like this to kick everybody for Uncle Birch's final thoughts.
Okay.
So sometimes we need to go toe to toe. We need to have a dust up to get anywhere in life. That is the nature of human beings. That's who we are. I recall when the first British troops went to Afghanistan, they wanted to civilize the Afghan people. But the Afghan people didn't want to be civilized. In their society, strife and fighting is normal and proper and healthy. Apparently, it's like that in the witch world too. And so we need to have this happen. But also, y'all don't show up. Y'all don't show up until something like that happens. So it is a ratings game. In addition to everything else and doing our community service and, teaching each other and all that kind of thing. But don't hate the player, hate the game. It's a ratings game. Without ratings, you get fucking nowhere on this app. And you'll be teaching to a
Noticed that
smaller...
more people started coming after the shit started hitting the fan.
It doubled. It's like, I wonder how they find out. Or people out there say, oh, the shit's starting at Uncle Birch's Live, get on over there. But they do. They fucking do. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You need fucking ratings, and you need to make a living. So my suggestion to other people, get some fucking drama started in your fucking lives, man. It's gold. It's gold. And I didn't even have to start it. I just let it happen. As soon as I let Lisa Lou up in the box, I knew it was going to be happening. Thank you, Lisa, for doubling my ratings. And you be sure and show up tomorrow again, too. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be on probably around 1 o'clock Central Time and only be on for an hour, regardless what's going on, because I got dad shit to do. But, this is the nature of the beast. And I think there's something that can come from this when people actually have it out and fight it out in a box, say everything they need to say to each other and get it off their fucking chest. Sometimes that leads to peace. And it's happened a few times over here. I'm not going to be like Trump and ask for the Nobel Peace Prize. But one of my final thoughts is that Hunter Biden the other day said that Donald Trump should get the Nobel Peace Prize because he's ended the Iran war 15 times.
Yep.
Something to that.
Hunter
So,
Biden is becoming quite the character. I've
He
seen
is.
some really witty posts coming out of him lately.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot lately. And I think he's got a podcast now, too.
Yeah.
But so, y'all, there is a method to my madness. And sometimes it leads to good things. But it always leads to ratings and me able to sell more classes at Witch School. Gumroad.com/witchschool. It's how I stay here. If I don't earn enough money here, then I have to work my other job more. If you like this and you want to be here, and actually when we, on the days when we actually learn fucking actual witchcraft, it's pretty fucking cool. They get good ratings for those shows too. So not always have to be drama, but y'all are some passionate, dramatic people. And historically, it seems like we have always been this way. I would hope that someday we will recognize the external enemy that's right at our fucking gates, Project 2025 and Christian nationalism, and come together. And sometimes I'm able to affect that, and sometimes I'm not able to affect that. And I'm not sure what the fuck I affected today. But as our ancestors used to say to remind us of the troubled times through which they came, and maybe that's why they made this statement, because they were going through this shit too, and the breadcrumb trail that they left you to follow in the old ways. Merry meets.